Call to order Board of Works. Need approval of the August 9th minutes.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Department head reports, Police Department.
Board members, Mr. Mayor, John Hillenbrand, Police Chief. Total number of incidents or calls of service that the police department has responded to year to date is 6,765. Since our last meeting, July 26th, at our last report, we've responded to 872. Of those 872 calls, we've had 37 adult arrests, 3 juvenile arrests, and 26 cases that are filed with the prosecutor's office. The department currently has 5 openings. 2 potential hires have been approved by the local pension board, and we are waiting the final approval up in Indianapolis by PERF. We're looking at a possible hire date during the middle of September with them. And then we currently have 1 lateral in a separate process and is scheduled to take the polygraph examination during the first week of September. We also have another hiring process that is going to begin this Saturday, and that will comprise of a physical agility test in the morning and then a written aptitude test in the afternoon, and we currently have 15 applicants for that process.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
Thanks, John.
Bryce is out sick, so we'll move to the Parks Department.
Christopher Moore, Parks and Rec. Of note, Rainbow Beach is completely drained now, and we're working a plan to winterize that. And the splash pad over at Four Lakes, we plan on closing that the day after Labor Day, September 7th. And then we'll move to winterize that as well. We're working on quotes for the 1938 enclosed shelter house at Gregg Park, getting the roof replaced and all the wood to get that up to snuff. We got the DNR guys are going to approve our the materials we're going to use. I'm waiting on to get the feedback from them. We have new basketball goals on the way. We're going to replace all the basketball goals at all the parks, the rims and the nets. And then the volleyball nets, we're working on overhauling the volleyball courts and putting up new nets there. And the maintenance crew has been working real hard, trimming up all edging and trimming trees and making everything look shipshape.
Thanks, Chris. And the city engineer is out sick today. So we'll move to new business. First up is curb cut at KCRC 1972. Trent Miller. And I can tell you, I've talked with John Strager today, and he said that he has looked at this and approves of the curb cut.
Okay. I'm Trenton Miller, New Era Excavating out of Sanborn. We've been approached to put a new entrance into the 1972 building on Old Wheatland Road. We did a sketch, a design of met on site with John Sprague. He's on board with everything we're doing. And it's going to be a 24-foot wide, 17-foot long entrance off Old Wheatland Road. It's going to be to the DOT specs that Sprague has given us. And if it's approved, we plan to start probably late this week. I've already had the utility locates done.
Yes, you can.
Okay. I'll abstain from the vote since I'm on the KCRC board.
I'll make a motion to approve the recommendation by John Sprague for the curb cut.
And I'll second it.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Next up is Bucket Brigade, Bicknell Christ Community Center. Is there anybody here from? No, okay.
Motion to table or
I'll second
remove.
the motion.
Yeah.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Next is Mini Brew Fest at Riverfront Pavilion. Jeffrey Gibbons.
Good evening, Jeffrey Goodwin with Vincent's Brewing Company. We are looking at doing a mini brew fest September 25th at the Pavilion. 8 to 10 breweries, nothing as big as what we did a couple years ago down there at the French Commons. It'd be from 3:30 to 8:30. At 8:30 may be a soft 8:30 depending on the night. 3:30 to 5:30 would be sampling. That'd be a ticket-only event. And then from 5:30 to 8:30 would be pint sales. The breweries would sell their pints, and that'd be open to the public, of course, 21 and over.
And Paul, you've got all the information, insurance and,
So how much of the area this is at the pavilion? I'm
Yes,
sorry.
it'd be the entire
It's at the
pavilion.
Okay.
And I think we can't get in there till 1:30, is that correct?
after the farmer's market.
After the
Right.
farmer's market, right.
Whenever they're done. you can-
Okay,
right.
great. I'll make a motion that we approve the use of the pavilion for the mini brew fest as described by Mr. Goodwin on September 25th from 3:30 to 8:30 approximate.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, good luck.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Next is First City Music Festival, Nash Dunn.
Quite dapper today.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Nash Dunn. I'm president of First City Music Festival. We dream big, we act locally, and we believe in the good things coming. We've been working on our upcoming event, October 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, on the French Commons since, well, last year when we had to cancel. Since I think was in front of you last, some things have changed as far as First City Music Festival is its own 501c3 at this point. Before we had been working as a subcommittee of the Spirit of Vincennes. We're working obviously with a lot of different groups in town to sponsor some music events and currently partnered with Spirit of Vincennes to do a $20,000 project down on the grounds to get a new roof put over the stage. So we're looking forward to that. And I just wanted to come and present about our event in October and talk to you about the times and make sure everything was agreeable. So again, we're looking at October 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. That is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We will be letting campers come in on Thursday night onto the rendezvous grounds. We'll be having entertaining camping that entire weekend. We currently have bands scheduled to start at noon Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we had scheduled bands until 2 a.m. on Friday, 3 a.m. on Saturday, and midnight on Sunday. All of the bands that we have will be very similar to our first year in that they will be predominantly bluegrass and folk bands. I think we only have one band coming with a drum set, so it shouldn't be anything too loud or anything like that. Just like in 2019, kids are to this event 12 and under are free. We've been working with the Vincent's Brew Company to hopefully be selling adult libations at the event as well. Looking forward to that. I'm trying to think of what else. Of course, we have kids' activities going on Saturday, lots of free kids' activities going on. Right now, there are tickets on sale online as well as at the Vincent's Brew Company, as well as the Bible Bookstore. And so you can get paper tickets there. Any questions or?
Nash, I don't think that you're gonna really need any kind of traffic control or anything that you're anticipating with, you know.
I don't. Hey, I would
yeah,
love to
like-
see 20,000 people come, but I don't anticipate that coming. Maybe in a couple of years. I don't foresee any traffic issues. We're going to do the same as we did in 2019. We will use the what we would refer to as the battleground gates closer to the parking entrance at Spirit of Vincennes. So it will be off of Willow Street. We'll be taking everybody to park in the Purdue grounds if they'd like to park there. And again, just using that entrance, so we shouldn't really be messing with Willow Street too much. We'll have fencing up, of course, around the French Commons to kind of deter people from walking in and out. This year, I think in 2019, through our sponsor or our partnership with Spirit of Vincennes, we had helped support their efforts in providing scholarships to some local youth. And we have been working on our own with Vincennes University to develop the Evan Twitty Scholarship to support local kids going for music and arts programs at Vincennes University. So that'll be what we're funding this year, as well as our efforts on the French Commons.
What's the cost of tickets?
Right now, a weekend pass is at $75. At the gates, it will be $80 for the 3-day pass, and $40 for a day pass. And again, kids 12 and under are free to that event.
There's been an amazing amount of work that's been done by this group to the grounds itself, and as Nash mentioned, there's multiple organizations working together to put a permanent roof over the stage, which will benefit the community in many ways. There'll be lots of other festivals and things we'll be able to host there in the future, so.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. We'll have that
The grounds are
completed
great.
no later than September 30th. God willing.
Thanks, Nash.
Okay, thank you guys.
Thanks. Next is our COVID Phase 3. The city applied for and received $250,000 for COVID relief for businesses. We decided to take $100,000 of that and give it to our local food pantries. So a group has met, that's Cheryl, Ellen, myself, Matt. We went over all the applications, and this is what we come out with for the funding. We took into account the number of people these food pantries served and kind of based it off of that on how much money we awarded. So I think we've got 6 checks for a total of $100,000, but I want a motion, because when we applied for this, we said that the dollars for the food pantries would go through the Board of Works, so.
Right. So I'll make a motion that we approved the distribution of COVID-19 response Okra checks to the 6 area food pantries in the amount of $100,000.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
And then we do have a fake check to hand you. And first up is St. James Episcopal Church, Evansville. And they are receiving $10,000.
There you go. Yes, yeah, I did. Right.
And this is through Okra, and it is a reimbursable grant, so, just for the record. And congratulations to all those that.
Yeah.
received
Thank you for what you do.
Next is Lincoln High School Homecoming Parade. And I don't know that there's anybody here. I think Tim was.
Well, Tim put in this recommendation. We'll just read this into the record. Mr. Salters is on temporary medical leave, so he'll be back next week. Lincoln High School needs on the Board of Works agenda for homecoming plans. I typically present, but I will be out due to surgery. September 17th, homecoming. The parade starts at 4. Parade route and roads that will need to be closed are all the traditional routes and roads. 2nd and Hart, continuing to 5th, 5th to Main, Main to 2nd, and then back on Bunton and Perry. So the recommended closing begins at 2 p.m. John, you're okay with any of those things? Okay. So I'll make a recommendation that we approve the Lincoln Homecoming Parade route as sent by Mr. Salters.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
And then the pavilion's already been done for the homecoming.
Yeah.
festival,
Yeah.
'cause we did that earlier in the year.
Right.
Okay. Next is bid opening for Park and Rec truck. Just one. And if you remember, it had that.
Yeah, that surplus, right.
the Truck's in bad shape. And it's Marvin McCarter for $425.
I'll make the motion that we approve the bid as presented.
And I'll second the motion.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
And it ought to be mentioned that this truck isn't drivable.
Does he know that?
It does now, so, there's nothing
Just a
else.
large paperweight.
Yeah. Right, it's not drivable. All right, so, just need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
We're adjourned.
Now, hold on, he hasn't written a check yet. We won't tell him that.
Hey, you know what? That's $425 we didn't have before the day started. Yeah, right.
I think we